Morning. What is up, YouTube? Good morning and welcome back to my crypto journey live stream here for coffee and crypto on a gloomy Thursday day. Got the hot coffee ready. And you know what? I'm actually kind of enjoying this weather down here in Southern California. It's been ridiculously hot. And honestly, I'm ready for spooky season. Do me a favor, hit that like button, push us up in the old algorithm. And we got some news today. And I read a comment saying that the crypto market is moody. And it is kind of moody. And I think it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better, guys. We have a few more months of, in my opinion, of trading sideways. And this is barring a black swan event happens, which could be the war overseas, the war in Russia and Ukraine and those sorts of things. That could really bring us back into a pretty big recession. So we're going to be trying the new format. I have a new format that I've been doing for the show, but we're going to do that in the evenings. I'm going to stick to the old format for the mornings and just see how it works. So today I'll be streaming at 5:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll do some evening streams, see how that goes. But I'm going to stick to the old format this morning. And first, I'm going to start off by thanking today's sponsors and this month's sponsors, really. So shout out to Banana Task Force 8. So if you guys don't know, BTFA is doing their mint reveal for their new NFTs very, very soon. So I believe they're at 3,500 NFTs, and in less than 500, that means they're less than 500 away from their reveal. So if you have the NFTs, they're going to be revealed very, very soon. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you click the links in the description down below. Check it out. They will be moving to a new cryptocurrency. So on October 17th, they're going to be combining Banana Task Force Apes, right? The old token, along with Bandex, right? On the Ethereum side, or, just their Bandex token, into one new token called Swing DAO. And of course, links to everything to that is in the description down below if you want to check that out. And follow Tavares Hobbs. He streams every day at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you can check out some TA and more BTFA news. And I'll keep you posted on all that. So shout out to them for sponsoring the stream. And of course, Debt Connect, a cryptocurrency platform hellbent on making you a better investor. Check out the videos I made. Links to those videos are in the description down below. I have a course on doing your own research so you can properly do your own research on some cryptocurrency products you're interested in the space. And we're going to have Deca, it's what I call a Deca Mega Space today, Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come hang out. It's going to be fun. You're going to get to see some pitches from some new cryptocurrency products. You can like them. You can dislike them. You can leave your comments. It's going to be very, very interesting. So come hang out today. And of course, MetaMonkey AI released their Pure Wallet yesterday. Shout out to Ozam Austin and the MetaMonkey AI fam. Really growing. And if you guys didn't see last night, the transaction speed was kind of fast. So shout out to them doing big things. I know the price is down, but I feel very good about leaving my money in something like this, letting it sit and see what happens long term. So shout out to MetaMonkey AI and the team. If you hung out last night, you saw how fast transactions were, and it was absolutely insane. Now, what's crazy, I forgot how big the Banana Task Force Ape community is. Dude, they're huge. Like, big. Like, I just posted something. I have like 20 retweets and a bunch of likes. So shout out to BTFA for showing me some love. But let me say what's up to the chat. What's up, Jason? We got Matt, Sel Mofa, XRP in the house, baby. Sacco, Baron, Javi. What's up, Crypto Hunter? Yeah, the market's looking bad. And yeah, I forgot to mention this. So the SHIB Eternity game is out. Everybody's talking about it. I see Sacco Hunt, and I want to talk about Shiba Inu stuff because I don't talk about SHIB a lot. I'm not a big SHIB guy, but they did release their card game yesterday. Some people said they liked it. Some people said they didn't. Let's check out a quick little preview. Maybe that's just a promo for it, but it's like a card game. I didn't play it, but it's like, similar to a lot of the card games going on, Hearthstone, those sorts of things. So, if you're into that, which I'm not really, not online, check it out. But I heard it's pretty good. I mean, Legal Aliens said it was bad. Some people said it was good. So, I mean, whatever you're into. Some people think like some of the best games are bad. Like some people think Call of Duty's bad, but people obviously love Call of Duty. So shout out to Shiba Inu. What is up? Gabe, what's up, baby? Bud, Grant, Atriok, what's up, baby? Crypto R, yes, hit that like button, baby. Hitoshi, what's up, baby? There it is, Hitoshi. I know Hitoshi's fired up. What's up, Jay Hawk? Bring on the roast. What's up, Saitama Uchiha? What do you mean, Saitama avoiding Dubai? Well, Russ isn't going to Dubai. We'll get into that in a second here. Crypto Shop with the $20 donation says we will also be having a $250 of Swing DAO to BSC Bandex holders once migration is complete. I like that. Shout out to that because it's no secret that my biggest gripe with BTFA was the fact that I felt like the Bandex, getting rid of the Bandex side was, in my opinion, rushed. But making it right for holders is good. And I did get some DMs from a few of my subscribers that said that you guys did hook them up. Subscribers that I know have been around for a long time, hooked them up with tokens. So that's awesome that you guys are giving some money to the Bandex holders. So shout out to you guys. I'd rather go back to Scam Tama than BTFA. Hey, they're sponsoring this stream this month, so I appreciate them hooking your boy up in a bear market and whatnot, getting the word out there. So me and Hobbs talked, hashed it out like a couple of grown-ups. The Shib Eternity game is low-key addictive. I haven't played it. Shout out to Wagme with the updates. Yeah, dude, Wagme's going crazy. So, of course, like I always like read the I'm in the Wagme Telegram, and I mean, they're always chatting. Things are happening. And Wagme, the price action's actually going pretty crazy. And trust me, we're going to get to the news here in a second. The format's going to be different in the morning compared to the evening, but we're going to get into the fact that some Terra Luna devs are getting arrested, actually getting arrested. We're going to talk about the fact that why isn't Russ going to Dubai again? And we'll talk about how the Terrarium team is selling trillions of tokens and why that's happening. But Wagme's price action has looked actually pretty good the last few days, and they're doing big things when it comes to, I mean, of course, Tavares Hobbs, what does this say? I mean, this is the high they matched ever since they relaunched a new contract. So, we were up here before. Hopefully we stay up here. We'll see what happens. But this is a long-term hold for me, and it's good to see this thing actually showing being steady, right? So we'll see what happens. Charles says, was wondering why the title has Luna Classic arrest starting. Is there anyone other than Do Kwon getting arrested? Do Kwon has no connection to the coin anymore. That's wrong. He does. Terraform Labs owns a lot of it. Yes. So check this out. So Terra exec arrested by South Korean authorities. So according to reports, and we'll get into the story right now. And I know you guys are chatty down there. So according to reports, Terra's head of general affairs, Yu Mo, has been arrested by South Korean authorities. This marks the first arrest in the ongoing Terra investigation. South Korean authorities issued a bench warrant against the individual on Wednesday. Yu is considered to be a key aide to Terraform Labs chief, Do Kwon. So he's a key aide to Do Kwon, and of course, we know that there is an arrest warrant out for Do Kwon right now. So I'm pretty sure this guy is going to take whatever plea deal they have, so he talks. The reason why they arrested this guy is because he talks. He's going to talk. He's close to Do Kwon. So we'll see what happens. If you guys don't think that this has something to do with Terra Classic, you're out of your mind. You're wrong. They're still involved with the project. We still need to wait for the dust to settle. When it comes to this cryptocurrency project and like public perception, it's a big deal. Yes, you may watch your YouTube videos where people are telling you it's going to go to $1 and lying to you that's going to go to $10. Fine. But when it comes to public perception and whales wanting to invest back into this project, this has a lot to do with everything. They need real world use case and good decentralized applications on the Terra chain so that there's volume. Guys, there's no volume in Terra Luna Classic right now. The burns are doing nothing, just like CZ said they would. They need FOMO. Well, why do they need FOMO? Because without FOMO and volume, the burns don't matter, right? There's no transaction fees for, a Binance, to do. Now, Coinbase, I think relisting Terra Luna Classic is a pie in the sky because Coinbase is so, people always say Coinbase is this, they're pretty picky about who they put on their exchange, right? I know they got in trouble for insider trading recently, but they're pretty picky about who they put on their exchange. They're not going to relist. They got rid of Terra Luna Classic so quick when this thing went under. So quick, right? So quick. So you have to keep in mind that when it comes to public perception, when it comes to exchanges looking at this and not exchanges and big investors don't care about your dumb YouTube hype videos, right? They're going to buy based on, hey, is this a good investment? Is this going to make me money long-term? And you need that money in a project. And I know it's hard to hear for people, but you need that money in a project. You just do, right? You need that money in a project. So we'll see what happens with this, but make no mistake, they arrested this guy because he's going to say some things about what really happened with Terraform Labs. So it says, Yu is charged with violating the Capital Markets Act, fraud, breach of duty, and others. District Prosecutor Choi Sung-kook confirmed that the arrest while declining to reveal the location and time of the arrest. As of Thursday morning, the Seoul Southern District Court was preparing to issue a direct judgment of warrant on you in order to make a final determination over whether or not to grant the bench warrant. The decision was made to be public later today. So we'll see what happens. And this, of course, this title here says, Circle closing in on Terra boss Do Kwon. So we know that Do Kwon keeps saying, oh, well, I'm not on the run. In fact, I haven't ran in years. I need to burn more calories. I mean, they're saying that they froze his assets on KuCoins and other exchange. Do Kwon is saying that I don't even use those exchanges. I don't have time to trade because maybe he's too busy with Terra 2.0. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But I wonder what's going to be said right here. Look at the legal system takes a while for things to happen, right? Like people literally, are in and out of courts for a year, 2 years. It depends, right? It depends, how long the fighting goes. Of course, Do Kwon's going to be able to afford a very good lawyer. We'll see what happens. South Korea is not the same when it comes to the United States when it comes to crypto regulation. They're a little harsher, right? So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. But yes, another arrest, a warrant was issued, an arrest has been made. Of course, this is the second warrant issued, first one for Do Kwon, second one for this guy, but this guy was actually arrested because he's not on the run, right? He's not on the run. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Luna Classic is a bunch of hopium right now. So it's a bunch of hopium. It's a bunch of hopium, but we'll see whatever. We'll see what happens, right? We'll see what happens. And shout out to T Hobbs for becoming a member of the channel. The eggplant looks also nice next to your name. Welcome to the pit. And thank you. Huge shout out to all my members. Those eggplants looks also nice next to your name. Luna Classic is no more connected to TFL. To TFL. Let's have Do Kwon do a press conference to confirm that, because who's telling you that? Who's telling you that? You don't think Do Kwon owns Terra Luna Classic? You don't think Terraform Labs owns UST? You don't think they don't think they own a fat supply of that? You're out of your mind, bro. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. Okay. Now, what's up, Anthony? What's up, baby? Okay. So now that we covered this news when it comes to Terra Luna, let's talk about the fact that the Terrarium devs have been selling 142 trillion Terra tokens over the last 60 days from their marketing wallet. Now, is this to pay for work? Marketing? What is it for? We don't know. What I do know is that they said they would be more transparent on the sales they make. And real quick, shout out to Anthony in the chat. Anthony, it's been a pleasure watching your Instagram, man. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, links to those are in the description down below. This is very interesting. What's going on with Terrarium? Why are they selling so much of the token? So old guy Dave says, I mentioned prior to launch that when they needed ETH for the project, that they would have to sell native tokens for marketing wallet because they don't have a swap to ETH and liquidity command for the taxes paid to the marketing wallet. I stand by my original pre-launch review. So old guy Dave did call us out. I do remember that. And at the end of the day, I don't really care because look at Elon Musk sells shares of Tesla, to buy things for, the company. So keep that in mind. That happens all the time. Like people do that. But they said they would tell us. That when they were doing it. Remember, we had the same issue with Saitama. They lied to us since the beginning, saying we're not selling tokens, right? We're not selling tokens. But then we found out that they were lying, and they are really selling tokens, and they came clean later. It's not the fact that you're selling tokens; it's the fact that you're lying to us about not selling them. Terrarium said they would tell us every time they sold them. Now, like I've said before about Terrarium, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not accusing them of doing anything illegal, but what I do know is, for me, the Binance thing was an unforgivable act, and I can't go back and trust a team that did something like that. Guys, we're not stupid. You're not stupid. Let's stop being treated like we're stupid, right? Let's stop being treated like we're stupid. We're not babies. If a team tells you we're getting listed on Binance and they thought they got fooled and they thought they got scammed and they put a post up for 20, the post is still up today that they're getting listed on Binance. Binance US is replying in the comments saying it's a scam email. They flat out lied to us about, making a partnership with Binance US and getting on an exchange to pump the price and to sell. My opinion, that's what happened. I'm not stupid. Don't treat me like I'm stupid, So it's lame to see this. But I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised because at the end of the day, crypto right now is so unregulated. It's so lucrative that it's good to get in, make your money, get out before real regulation hits. And in places like India, it's very harsh over there. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're building something for the future. We'll see. Terra Pool hasn't really done anything. The community is shrinking. Hype is shrinking. It's like they pretty much dunked on the community, got rid of all their ambassadors, and were like, "Yeah, we don't care about you no more." Forget about the people that helped, that got us to where we were at. Forget about those people. Forget about the guy who literally Azam would pull more views on an AMA than like 5 of the top, people in our space combined on a joined, stream. So to me, it's like, yeah, YouTube influencers aren't everything, but you gotta throw them a bone. And I feel like they had complete disdain for it. At least Milton did. I think Milton's really shit in the bed with this. So we'll see what happens. But this is very interesting. This is pretty funny. So apparently, if you look at the address to the LLC for the Terrarium team out of Wyoming, it goes to a daycare. Now, does this daycare accept Terrarium tokens? You know what I mean? Do they take Terrarium tokens? So I thought it was pretty funny. And this is the same thing we saw with Saitama, because Saitama's LLC was like located in like a shopping mall, like out of like a electronics thing or store or something like that. And then apparently Russ was saying that Max used to be he was like a developer, like a coder, or like I don't know, like a tech guy or something like that. I don't know. And they worked out of there, but pretty weird. Yeah, daycare startups are sus. So they swapped child for Terrarium. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is interesting. So, of course it is. I mean, this is why I'm hesitant about setting my LLC up, because I want to do it right. I don't want to set it at some scam location. But I also don't want people to have my home address, because people are strange. People are strange. So I get it. So maybe I'll set up an LLC at like a McDonald's or something like that. We'll see what happens, right? Looking for My Crypto Journey LLC to get you a Big Mac while you're there. So this is pretty crazy. They have 60 kids total lock liquidity. You guys are yeah. So I mean, I'm grateful for the hype Terra had and the money we made, but yeah, we'll see what happens with that. That's very interesting when it comes to freaking Terrarium. So of course, if you just got to hear about the news with Do Kwon and gonna get me a McFudney, Mick Crypto Journey, yeah. Let me read some of the chat, then we'll get to this a little bit more with we'll get to more of the Terra Luna stuff, and we'll talk about Saitama. Let me see. Get me a McFudney, McCrypto Journey. Saitama and still the most transparent Crypto Dubai Expo in October. Yeah, more like most transparent. We got to pay for that thing. More like it's like a participation trophy, right? Perfect attendance. Yeah, I always say, like, when investing right now, especially in a bear market, make it 70-20-10. 70 into tried and true projects that have been around for a while. Maybe some layer ones, Ethereum, Cardano, maybe some good products that have been around for a while. Maybe BNB. I mean, they're kind of like a jack of all trades, like those products, Polygon, even Algorand, maybe some ISOs, people are big into those. Some H bars, some XRPs, like good tried and true products, Uniswap token, some of those products, those are good to invest in right now. Those are safe investments. 20% into small cap plays that are risky, like WAGMI, but have good teams, like WAGMI, right? MetaMonkey AI, those products like that have teams that are working. Still risky, you can still lose it all because businesses fail every day. And 10% into degenerate shitcoins, because you can still make some money off of those, but they're still here for a good time and not a long time. So maybe look at it like that. Let me see. What do I think of this pullback? I think it's going to get a little worse. Make your LSC at the gap. Hey. Big A says, if the adoption and success of Terra Pool, zero products that launched July 4th, is any indication of the success of Terra Exchange, they are in big trouble. 100%, Big A. 100%. What stocks are you into? Mostly index funds and tech stocks. So not a lot of stocks. I'm kind of like a boring a boring bill when it comes to stocks. I mean, if those of you guys who have worked corporate jobs, I'm a 401k guy. You know what I mean? Index funds, maybe a couple here and there. You know, I haven't really checked my Robinhood account in a while, but I need to diversify. I know I need to diversify a little more. I'm heavy on crypto, but that's because I believe in crypto. The ice cream machine will never work. What's up, Family Z? How you're doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. I got my kids steak for some Halloween for Loki. What's up, Beaver? How you doing? You guys are. I had to search for the stream. Really? That's weird. It should be going. Okay, so let's talk about the Do Kwon situation. We'll talk about it again and give you a recap just in case you're here for that. Guys, one of their execs were arrested and being charged with some serious allegations. But look he's going to take a plea deal to tell on Do Kwon. That's what's going to happen. You know, the authorities are smart, right? They arrested a guy who was closest to Do Kwon. So we'll see what happens. This is the second arrest warrant issued. This is the first arrest actually made. So we'll see what happens. Now, since I have to go to my burner account, let's talk about Russ in Dubai. Now, I kind of want to throw Russ a bone here. I'm not here to dunk on Saitama all day, every day anymore. I think it's good that he lost weight. This looks like he's about to. This looks like one of those urban churches, you know, where you go to on Sunday and have like a little band. It looks like Russ is about to preach. Good for him losing weight. And so check this out. He's saying, I'm feeling extremely aggravated. So if you guys don't know, there was a Dubai Crypto Expo. Russ didn't go again. Okay. So Russ didn't go to another expo. The rumor was last time he couldn't go because of his criminal history. What we know about Russ is that he had a misdemeanor that was upgraded to a felony, then brought down to a misdemeanor. So for what I know, there is no felony charges. So I don't know if that's an actual thing on why he can't go to Dubai. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that's the thing when I don't know. I don't know that's the case, but this does smell fishy. I don't know. So he says, feeling extremely aggravated, spent the last couple days trying to reroute flights since the airlines would not accept a photo of my vaccine card. He said, I took a PCR and just now got the results back. So now there's no flights that puts me in Dubai prior to next weekend. Have the worst luck. And he says, spent the last 72 hours in and out of airports, rerouting flights and airlines, awaiting PCR just to find out it's all for nothing. Extremely disappointed in these restrictions and not being consistent across the board for international travel. And this guy posted saying, the lie detector determined there's a lie. There are flights to Dubai. So check this out. I just went to Spain and Vienna and Germany. Okay. The flights said they required a test. I took the test. No one ever asked for it. There and back. No one ever asked for it. Osmos just went to South Korea, arguably one of the most stringent places when it comes to the C-19 vaccinations. No one asked for it. Jake just spent 45 days traveling Europe. Never got asked once about his COVID vaccine. The tickets say you need to get it, so I got it, but no one asked. I got to the airport. I'm like, hey, I got my vaccine. Who I need to show it to? Like, oh, you don't really need it. I was like, oh, why did I spend $200 on a PCR test? So, he could have just went and then no one would have asked for it. None of us went to Dubai, but they're not as harsh as, South Korea. And people were in the chats calling him out, right? People in the chats calling him out about it. Now, I don't know what's going on because I can't literally, I can't blame a criminal history because that's not true. I mean, everything is public. We know that he had a little issue with misdemeanor. I don't know what else is going on in his background. I don't know why he can't travel to Dubai, or if he can, or this because it's the PCR test, but missing an expo 2 times in a row for the same excuse, when last time the excuse made more sense, right? In I think February, it made more sense. It doesn't make sense now. So it just doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. So people saying he's under investigation, that's all hearsay. We don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised if the SEC is on a lot of people's asses, especially let's just say there have been people going around the last 6 months calling people asking about this project. Legally. So we'll see what happens. Why is Do Kwon guilty by me? Okay, let's talk about Do Kwon here. I keep saying Do, but it's Do. Is Do Kwon guilty? I can't say that he is. How can he be guilty to me? It's not my opinion, though. It's what they have him on. They have on some kind of tax and securities issues. It's not for Terra Luna failing. I mean, you guys, you have to be foolish if you don't think that our governments have blockchain experts in the background looking into things. Guys, they're going to have people that are smart with the blockchain and are going to be able to tell who took which funds out before which collapse happened, who traded what before the news became public. People are in the backgrounds understanding cryptocurrency more than we think. We're not the biggest brain people here. The governments are always a step ahead, in my opinion. They're always a step ahead. That's why they got rid of something like Tornado Cash, because they want to get rid of anonymity in DeFi, even though that's why DeFi was created. I think that DeFi was created to be anonymous and to be decentralized. And I think it will be for the most part. But at the same time, in order to get regulation and big money into cryptocurrency, there has to be protections for people and their money. And the bittersweet truth about DeFi right now is that it's fun. It's the wild, wild west. It's anonymous for the most part. It's so dangerous. And there's so much room for people to take advantage of people that just don't know what the hell's going on. You know, that's why you see Terra Luna Classic. You have people thinking it's going to get to $10. You know, they thought Saitama was the next best thing since sliced bread. I mean, we were all fooled. I was fooled. You were fooled. A lot of people were fooled, right? Because we thought that, you know, we thought that this thing was great. But if we would have just spent a year in DeFi and understood that Saitamask, all the things they were telling us, it's not better than MetaMask, SafePal, TrustSwap, Uniswap, all these things that were out before Saitamask. But we thought, since we were new to crypto, hey, the price is pumping, which means this product must be great. So there's a lot of people in DeFi that are getting in right now, making money and getting out before the harsh regulations and clear rules start to kick in. Because there are no real black and white rules in DeFi right now. It's all gray area, really. Right. That's why the SEC is battling out XRP and Ripple Labs in court, because of the fact that there's so much gray area. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. So I'm kind of torn on, regulation in crypto, because I know I've been buying top projects. I've been buying the dip. And I know as soon as regulation, clear-cut regulatory rules are put in place for crypto, big investor money is going to get into it. Now, I saw this story this morning. NASDAQ makes first major push into crypto. The writing on the wall, the signs are there, guys. Mass adoption is coming. It's coming. Pause. It's coming, right? It's just when, so buy the dip on top projects, But I don't know why Saitama Guru is not going to Dubai. I doubt it's because of COVID. But reading this, I can relate, because I was thinking about not going to, because I had to get a COVID test. And if I failed it, I wouldn't have been able to go to Spain. But no one checked. So this does make sense to me, because I just traveled, So could he have not found a flight real quick? This makes sense to me. So I'm not sure if it's a lie. I don't know, guys. It's fishy, but this does make sense. Because if I would have failed my COVID test, I wouldn't have went to Europe. But, but I still would have been able to if I just would have sent it. Because no one asked me at all. No one cared at all. I only had to wear a mask on the flights to and from Germany and Vienna. They're the only ones who required it. Everyone else didn't care about masks, right? As of June, you don't even have to get a COVID test to come back into the United States anymore. So keep that in mind. Noel says Terra is open source code. Everyone knows how was Luna to be designed. Everything was be transparent. Noel, I get it, Noel. It's not about the code being open source. A lot of code is open source in crypto. I mean, that's what makes it, so transparent. But I'm talking about like DeFi wallets and transactions and those sorts of things. That's still anonymous, right? That's still anonymous. People don't know who owns wallets and those sorts of. I mean, you can connect the dots if people get sloppy. Right. Say, for example, Jake Paul got in trouble for the whole SafeMoon situation. And the reason why people were able to track Jake Paul's wallets is because he didn't open new wallets every time there was a transaction. They kept getting the same marketing money from the same wallets, and they went to this. You know what I mean? The timeline lined it up when they did their promotion. So, like, if you get lazy in DeFi, it's easy to track you. It's easy to track you. So. So we'll see what happens. It just seems kind of fishy, but to me, this does make sense. It does make sense. Um, you know, so what it really shows is that he didn't do his due diligence. He didn't research that. Like, dude, why didn't you get a freaking test before you had to go to Dubai? You knew you had to go to Dubai. Why didn't you get a test? Like, you're the COO of a company. You didn't know that might be an issue. You know, you didn't know that. Literally, I don't know where he lives. He lives in Texas, right? There's a clinic down the street from me that you pay $200, you get your results in less than 24 hours. You can pay for that. It's the same everywhere else. We have technology. You can go to Walgreens and these pharmacies that do it the same. You know, so it's like, is he unprepared? You know, maybe. You know, it just seems like he's unprepared. I can't imagine where he lives. There's no place that does the standard, PCR test that takes a week or something like that. He has money. If you put on the PCR test that it's urgent, you could do one in an hour. You could do one in an hour, or you could do one in 24 hours. I can't imagine that's an option given to him over there. So it just seems like he was unprepared again. So if anything, just shows same old story with Saitama. They're unprepared, right? Matthew says you're anonymous in DeFi until you get a court subpoena. You know. Noel says, can we agree that by regulations, all crypto will become same as CBDCs, easy blocked and easy confiscated? Probably, Noel, probably. If it was a criminal record, could he have flown to Mexico? He's not going to fly to Mexico for that. C. White says, but it's a 14 hours to go to Dubai. So by the time he reached out, they would have had his test results in. Yeah, but you can't get on the flight unless you have the test. But like I said, they're not even on the airlines. When you're flying, it says you have to submit it there. But when you get to the airport, no one checks, because I never submitted mine online and they never checked. They never checked. I told the guy, I was like, hey, he's like, nah, you don't need it. Just hold on to it just in case. So, it's like he should have been prepared. DJ says, never seen a millionaire having this much trouble getting to a pre-planned event for their own company. I know. Faisal says, Dubai has zero PCR policy. They trashed every law concerning COVID. It's welcome to all, open for business. Yeah, I'm sure. Korea didn't care. Europe didn't care. I can't imagine Dubai is going to care. So what's up, Cortez? How you doing? So what's up, Bree? How you doing? What's up, Bree? So to me, it's the same old story. It's the same old story, right? It's the same old story. Man, this is crazy. Can you imagine $60 billion Terra Luna crashed? $60 billion. That's nuts, guys. That's insane. $60 billion. Look at the market cap right now of Terra Luna Classic. Jeez. Oh, just under $2 billion. Lord have mercy. That's crazy. Thank you. Yes, like the stream, baby. Emirates Airlines also don't require any PCR to travel to their home city. What's up, Richard? How you doing? I went to Dubai. They asked for it once you land in the airport. That makes sense. But it's like, shouldn't you prepare? Like, shouldn't you have that ready? The options are there, guys. The options to get a 24-hour test are there. It can't just be a San Diego thing. Like we're the only ones that say, oh, you need a, you need a test. So, yeah. Matthew says everyone is tired of the COVID stuff except for, yeah, I think a lot of people are tired of it. It's over. Let's get rid of it. People are not dropping like flies. Yes, it affects some people, but What's up, Jayhawk? What's up, Robert? Good morning. Why do we need crypto as CBDC coming after all? I mean, well, that's the question. But I think that the true power in blockchain technology, yeah, it's crypto, sure, cryptocurrency. But I think cryptocurrency is going to be like any other currency and move like any other currency. It's not going to be a hedge against inflation, in my opinion. But Bitcoin there's only a certain amount. It's like, when it comes to money in dollars, you can always turn the money printer on. And you see the UK resorted to turning the money printer on. because they don't want to be in a recession. So they turned the money printer on, and they were urging the U.S. to do the same. The U.S. said, no, we're not going to do that, right? Pretty much. So you could say that some currencies like Bitcoin are good because there's only so much that can be mined. I mean, we know that in 2140 is going to be pretty much the last time Bitcoin is going to be mined. That's the estimated date. Blockchain technology may be the true power. Smart contracts, NFTs, those sorts of things are maybe the true power of cryptocurrency. That may be it. That may be the reason why cryptocurrency is a thing. True ownership, getting rid of the intermediary, right? When it comes to things like leases, titles, those sorts of things. So that may be the reason why cryptocurrency is so powerful in the future. And cryptocurrencies may just be like shares in companies, like crypto.com. That's why they're probably classified as securities, right? It's not like it's not really a currency. Yeah, you could use it for payment, but it's like it has a use case, right? So, who knows, Noel? But good question, Noel. Very good question. I know it. I'm kind of torn because what we do know is that every time there's a major hack, they use Tornado Cash, to cover their tracks. It's like, is that right to do so? To use Tornado Cash to cover your tracks like that? Is that the right thing to do? I don't know. I don't know. Getting rid of Tornado Cash, is that too much? Because we know right when hackers hack, something huge, like we saw with the Ronin Bridge hack, $660 something million gone. They use Tornado Cash. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? How much regulation is too regulation? Jose says, so I was wondering how many Terra Luna Classic should I own in order to be living comfortable? Jose, I despise the fact that people go to these channels and they're telling you that Luna Classic is going to be $1 proof. It's like there's no proof that that's going to happen, you dorks. Not you, but the people making the videos. Because then you're watching it and you're like, hey, I'm going to buy $20 worth of Terra Luna Classic and I'm going to be fine. That's not the case. That's not the case. The burns are not doing anything right now. You know what I mean? The burns are not doing anything right now. It's Jose. The way I have quite a bit of Terra Luna Classic. The way I look at it, I've never touched it since the downfall. If it goes to the moon, it goes to the moon. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's a highly risky play, and I'm not investing any more than I'm willing to lose. That's the way I look at it. That's the way you should look at it too. Hype is one thing. In which, if you look at the YouTubers that are talking about the Terra Luna Classic, what's going to happen is as soon as the hype dies down, they're going to move to the new hot person in the room or the new hot person in the space. When Shiba Inu starts pumping and no one cares about Terra Luna Classic, everyone's going to say, all right, Shiba Inu, baby. There's only a few people right now that are actually talking about Shiba Inu right now in a bear market, right? Because it's not popular. That's like Zach Humphreys, Austin Hilton. They're always talking about it. So, props to them for even if it's not pumping, they're talking about it. They're still making videos every single day, But there are people that like go to a project, it dumps, and they're like, all right, on to the next one, baby. AMC, GameStop, Shiba Inu, Saitama, Terra Luna. It's like, it's okay to do clickbait, but like be realistic. God, be realistic about it. It's so stupid. Like be realistic about it. It's not realistic that you're going to become a millionaire with a $20 investment in a Terra Luna Classic. Market caps don't work that way. Liquidity doesn't work that way. It's so dumb. So dumb. Well, classic crypto is a little more realistic, SHIB is nice, but think about SHIB. Keep in mind SHIB. SHIB's not going to do the same thing it did before, even though it still has a lot of potential to go crazy. Look at the market cap. It's not a small cap anymore. SHIB is not where it was. The stories of people making millions of dollars and those sorts of things happen because millions of dollars off a small investment, because that's what happened with Shiba Inu, is because of the market cap it used to be at. It's at a $6 billion market cap right now. It still has the potential to make good money, 10x, 20x maybe. But when it comes to like 100x's and 1,000x's, it's not going to happen, at least not anytime soon. So, what's up, Love Thy Inc? What's up, baby? Birria tacos. That sounds good, dude. Taco sounds so good. When crash coming, what you buying? Okay, so the crypto crash. People want to know about the crypto crash, when the crypto crash is coming. Guys, there's a few black swan events, right? Could just really, it doesn't matter what's going on in the news. This could really pull the market back, which is a major war with Russia. Russia's not doing so hot when it comes to Ukraine. Everybody thought Russia was going to march in there, take over Ukraine. Good. Turns out that's not the case. We've been backing the hell out of Ukraine, and they're giving the Russians hell. And now there's rumors of like tactical nukes and stuff like that. Now, remember, during wartime, especially we live in the United States, we're probably hearing what the U.S. media wants us to hear. Thankfully, it's not the 60s anymore where there was Vietnam or World War II, where we didn't have the internet and we didn't have other news sources and independent journalists. Like I am on YouTube, I watch a lot of people that are independent and they give both sides of the story. So you kind of get an idea what's going on in Russia. You kind of get an idea about what's going on here. But keep in mind that a lot of it's propaganda, and we're not going to know what's going on until the fog of war dissipates. We won't know exactly what happened, when it happened, until maybe like years after the war, when the truth starts to come out. That's how it is all the time. The fog of war is a real thing, right? So we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how serious the escalations are in Europe. If there's some kind of major war with Russia, I'm telling you, it's not going to look good for anything. That's including crypto, okay? So that could really make the markets dump. The macroeconomic situation is interesting. Europe started to print money. The UK started to print money because they didn't want to go into a recession. Well, the problem with that is they have inflation problems too. So what they're doing is printing more money. They're just making the problem something they have to address later down the road. They're kicking the can later down the road. The US government doesn't want to do that. We want to handle inflation right now. Well, how do we do that? We have to keep raising interest rates. And we're going to keep being aggressive with raising interest rates until we see significant decrease in inflation. So when the CPI data comes out and we don't see any improvements, we're going to keep raising interest rates, which means we're taking money out of circulation. It's called quantitative tightening. When we take money out of circulation, people have less money to spend on risk on assets. What's a risk on asset? Cryptocurrency. It's a risk on asset. The reason why cryptocurrency pumped when it did is because we were printing money with stimulus checks. Everybody was getting freaking unemployment. It was crazy, and we're still printing money. Okay, here's the issue with raising interest rates and why we can't do it forever, and why next year we're probably going to see a Fed pivot, which means the Fed is probably going to turn the money printers back on. The U.S. national debt is $31 trillion. Keep that in mind. Keep that number in mind. $31 trillion. Inflation hasn't been this bad since the 80s. What did we do in the 80s to get rid of inflation? Well, we just raised the interest rates and forgot about it. What's the difference between the 80s and today? We didn't have all that debt back in the 80s. When we raise interest rates, that also is applicable to the national debt. Okay, well, we can't keep raising interest rates forever. That means we're going to have to bring it down sooner or later. So when that happens, cryptocurrency is going to start to pump. That's when we're going to get a Fed pivot. And that's when cryptocurrency is going to moon again. Will it be all-time highs? No. But if you're buying the dip today, it's going to be a lot better than it is today. So that is when the market is going to pump. Who knows? We don't know, right? There's going to be pump and dumps all the way down to the bottom. We're going to get pumps and dumps and pumps. It's going to happen, right? It's going to happen. But when people say that, the wealth gap it increased and the largest wealth transfer in history, people always say that. With the rich get rich and the poor get poorer. What does that mean? Well, during times like these where, it's tough. Cost of living is up. Inflation, the dollar is worth less. U.S. dollar is strong compared to everybody, but inflation is still high, right? Gasoline, like just existing as a human being is hard, right? It's hard. But that only really affects people on the lower end of the spectrum, right? When they say getting rid of the middle class, this is what they mean. Like hard times like these, get rid of the middle class. Why? Because people with money to spend, rich people, what do they do every time? When there's fear in the markets, they invest, they buy because they can. They have extra money. When people who don't have money, don't invest because they can't, because they're living paycheck to paycheck. They're trying to scrounge up any change they can to get by during a bear market. Well, when the market starts to pump again, the rich people who got to invest get richer because they invested, because they bought the bottom. But the poor people stay poor because they didn't have money to buy the bottom. So that's why they say rich get richer, poor get poorer, and the middle class dissipates while this happens. How do you stop it? I don't know. All I know is I want to act like the rich people. What am I going to do? I'm going to hustle as hard as I can with my job as a YouTuber, make any more extra money I can so I can buy the damn dip because I want to go to the moon with the whales, right? So that's why I always say, man, like Bree here, working 5 hours a week, other people maybe delivering food. Back when I used to work retail, I work 9-hour shift and then go deliver food for DoorDash. Like, do anything you can to buy the dip. Buy the dip. Okay, that was a long drawn out explanation, but I felt like it was important for me to lay that out for you guys. Sorry, I was talking a lot. Yeah, quantitative easy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's up, Crypto Shop? You know what's up, baby. John Smith in here like crazy. Crypto Shop says, we will continue this downtrend in the markets until the Fed pivots. Fed won't pivot until satisfied with the progression of inflation. Exactly. 100%. Exactly. Artificial pumps, baby. Let's get Classy out to SD. I need to talk to that boy. Classy's a good kid, right? Classy's smart. Dude, Classy's going to be hyper rich by the time he's my age. I'll tell you that. Classy is a smart kid. Yahweh Luck says the option is to produce COVID vaccine cards or PCR tests. It seems he relied vaccine card. Unfortunately, had a copy to my understanding. I understand that Yahweh Luck, but he should have. There are PCR tests now that you can literally get in an hour. Like if you pay a couple $100, it's expensive, but he has the money. You can get your results in an hour, and those PCR tests are good to travel. The same thing happened to me. I chose the option for the 24-hour result one because it worked out perfectly with my flight. But I could have panicked and did the hour one if I needed to. So it's like you got to, what is it? Prepare to plan or plan to fail, right? He didn't, or whatever that saying quote goes. He didn't prepare. He like, dude, you're the CEO of a project. You know you have to travel. Get your shit together, dude. It's the same thing with Saitama over and over again. I've been out of the loop too, but it's like, yeah, sure. No, yeah, Terra Luna Classic's not getting to $1. People are crazy, bro. If it is going to happen, they need all things to work together. They need the burns, they need FOMO, and the only way you're going to get FOMO is building good dApps on the Terra chain, and they need some kind of good news coming out saying that Do Kwon and Terraform Labs is not associated. We need like true who's the COO of the team, who's the, you know what I mean? I know people want to say it's, belongs to the people, it's a DAO, but we need a clear leader, in my opinion. Someone needs to step up and be a leader. Austin and Hilton and Zach Humphreys were so early on Shiba Inu, so their followers didn't get totally wrecked like some of the other things they promoted. Well, I don't know anything about that. What I'm saying is that they're the ones like, still talking about Shiba, even though it's not exciting, Noel says, why the developer of Tornado Cash is still in jail if OFAC afterwards says that it's not prohibited to do transactions with Tornado Cash? Well, Noel, because apparently there was like Russian ties. So let's go read that. So right. Tornado Cash developer jail. I remember there was some Russian thing, right? So Alex Pertevsky, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. On August 12th, the developer was arrested for suspicions of being involved in money laundering through the Tornado Cash mixer. Authorities in the Netherlands said that the mixer was used to hide huge money flows from criminals. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why, guys. I think this is kind of crazy. But maybe they have some. I'm telling you, I feel like these governments have a lot more stuff on people than people think. Noel, it's a very good question. Noel, shout out to you for asking the good questions this morning. I don't know. I don't know why. I heard something about like Russian. Let's do something. Hold on. Russia. Okay. So wife of Tornado Cash developers denies Russian Secret Service links. So I guess there was some sort of like Secret Service links, some involvement with Russia. Apparently, I don't know. I mean, I've never been able to draw that, to make those connections, because what we do know is that Korea economy runs on like dirty money, and one of the ways they make money is based on hacks, and we know that they were responsible for the Ronin bridge hack, and they used Tornado Cash as a mixing service to wash the money. So we do know that. So I've never seen the ties to Russia, but that was a rumor. So I don't know what they have and what's public. But I still think it's crazy that the U.S. in a day made it punishable up to 30 years in prison if you use something like Tornado Cash. It's like, what the hell, you know? So Timsky says, I can't wait for the BTF agents reveal. Have you seen the sneak previews? I have seen the sneak previews, Timsky. Getting close, less than 500. I'm way behind in the chats, guys. I'm way behind. Noel says bill for crypto is anti-crypto. They not a fair competition. Yeah, they don't want to allow fair competitions. Okay, so question for you guys. This is the question that's been burning in my head that I've been thinking about for a long time to chat. First of all, hit that like button. Things like Uniswap. What's going to happen to Uniswap? See, one side of the argument says Uniswap, first of all, it's the biggest decentralized application on the Ethereum blockchain, which is the blockchain, right? Obviously. Just got listed on Robinhood. But at the same time, there's no KYC involved when it comes to products listing their tokens. We know that it's filled with rug pulls. I mean, if you just go to Dex Tools, if you go to Dex Tools, you go to live new pairs, you can see everything with the WETH pair, right? Or the Uniswap little unicorn. That means they're using Uniswap to launch. All these minus 100s are rug pulls, right? And there's a lot of them. We know that a lot of these products launching are rug pulls. Now, going forward, do you think the United States, and harsh regulatory countries, right, that have harsh regulations, right, countries with harsh regulations that came out wrong, are they going to allow things like Uniswap, or are they going to require proper KYC? Because we know exchanges need proper KYC. Or are we going to keep DeFi a free for all and allow people to keep making rug pull scam tokens every 20 minutes? What do you guys think? I'm interested to see. Remember, there's a few lawsuits I think that came out of Texas about 6 months ago that was targeting Uniswap. So, interesting. What's up, Jay Linda? Jay Linda says, I recently became a drug dealer to buy blue chips. Oh, my God. D Big Show says, have you taken another look at Shibnobi? Telling you, man, these guys are developing well. No. Biz says, Rodney is right. Do whatever you can to earn extra money right now. All it takes is the courage to buy in times like these, and one bull market can change your life. That's what I'm saying. Like, you hear these stories. Like, I don't know about you guys, but last year, I was happy that crypto was pumping and I thought we were going to keep going. But I was like, damn. Like, I've known about crypto for a couple years, right? I got into Robinhood and I was buying like Litecoin and Dogecoin and different things on Robinhood. And like, I didn't get in early like a lot of people. I made decent money, but I didn't get in like a lot of people. And I was like, damn, I wish I could go back in time. And now we have that opportunity. And people say, well, why would you want to take a step backwards? Like, why would you want to go back in time? Like, crypto, why would you want to, like, when I saw us up here, I was like, damn, I should have bought down here. Or damn, I should have bought down here. I'm like, damn, I wish I can go back in time and buy these top projects. And now we have that opportunity. And the reason why I'm not worried about it is because if cryptocurrency was taking a dump right now and the rest of the world was fine, the stock market was doing well, inflation was under control, there was no war, there were all these things that weren't keeping, markets down, I would feel worried about cryptocurrency. But the fact that we're getting more and more mass adoption every day, which is more acceptance from the general public, with Fidelity offering Ethereum and Bitcoin as part of some of their because Fidelity is an asset manager, right? When it comes to retirement funds and those sorts of things, like they're offering that. We heard of like what was it, Blackwater offering some Bitcoin things, and like different big companies offering, are becoming more and more friendly to cryptocurrency. Polygon, the partnerships with Coca-Cola, Starbucks, Disney. Like, if all that stuff wasn't happening and cryptocurrency was taking a dump and the rest of the world looked fine, then I would be concerned about cryptocurrency. But the fact is, we have more and more mass adoption. And the reason why the price is being squashed down so much in crypto is because of it's a risk on asset and the rest of the world looks bad right now. Well, that's why I'm so confident and happy that we're getting these opportunities to buy crypto again. So I'm fired up. I'm fired up, Chad is also, yeah, of course, Chad Reddings. Chad Reddings has always been around, yeah. Of course, there are people out there talking about it. First of all, shout out to Chad Reddings, he's a homie. Read some of these. Chrissy says regulations might put power back into exchanges. Decentralized exchanges might be a novelty soon. That's what I was thinking, Chrissy. I hope not, because I love Uniswap and I've been investing a lot into Uniswap. Daniel says, I think Uniswap and PancakeSwap will be okay for a while, but they will ET to them and the swaps will clean it up or get shut down. It's going to be impossible for these swaps to clean up and offer KYC and have nearly the same volume. The reason why they're so lucrative is because they don't. I think a lot of these exchanges, especially PancakeSwap and Uniswap, there's no listing fee, but they get a swap fee. So without all that volume from random projects, do they succeed? I don't know. Fan, I'm thinking about my 4th serving of pho in the last 4 days. Bro, what happened to holistic crypto? Actually, I haven't heard of holistic crypto in a few months. I have no clue. No clue. Matthew says, if big companies weren't interested, this would all just be like Vegas slot machine. True, 100%. Javi, Duarte says, if XRP wins, how high do you see the prices going? I think market caps matter. I think it's going to have an extremely, extremely crazy pump. But I don't know how much. I think it's going to move with the market. XRP has been a top cryptocurrency for a long time, and it'll continue to still be that way. Although it's not completely decentralized, and there's a lot of criticisms too. XRP and Ripple Labs, I still think it belongs, with the big dogs in crypto. Yeah, Chad Reddings is an awesome dude. ASMR fan says, I have a huge pot of pho. You just have pho on deck like that? Jeez. My Ultra journey, dude, awesome that you were in San Diego, man. Sad I couldn't join you last night, my man. I ended up staying home making sushi with the homie. So, still sick, still under the weather, terrible. But yeah, San Diego is beautiful. But you live in Laguna, dude. Come on now. Holistic got a new religious channel. Saitama messed with his head. Wait, what? Bree says, Holistic unfollowed me on Twitter and took away my wrench on his channel. I think it's because I'm not supporting Saitama anymore. Remember Wolfpack? Ain't no going back. Saitama Wolfpack. Well, me and Holistic are cool, though. We never had any beef or anything like that. So no C word here, please. I know. I keep saying it. 100%, Jason. How dare someone take away your wrench? The audacity, right? Yeah, Austin is one lucky man. I'm about to move in, baby. I'm about to move in. Jeez. I mean, they will limit amounts for trade less than in fiat currencies. Yeah, true. But I shouldn't be door dashing any more food. I need to stop. Combo says, when video again about Saitama? I'll make a video today about it. People like those videos, but I can't say it's because he's a criminal. I think it's because he's unprepared. Because we know his past, and I don't think that's enough to get you exiled from another country. That's just my opinion, right? I don't know. I could be wrong. Hemi says, dang, $20 can't make me a millionaire with Luna Classic. I guess I'll put $40 in then. I got way more invested and only looking for it to hit 25 cents. I kind of want to roast some of these guys. I feel like that's my element, just roasting some of these guys who are making these dumb claims. So dumb. Wolfpack, ain't no going back. Saitama Wolfpack. Austin is lucky fan is a top tier lady blue chip. 100% blue chip. Blue chip, 100%. Holistic got that $1,000 giveaway on his last video and dipped. That's hilarious. What do you think about the Shiba game? I'm disappointed. It's just a card game, I'm going to leave this up for Rich. I'm going to leave this up for Chrissy. Speak facts. I don't think... Does Rest have DUIs? I don't think so. Is that true though? I didn't know that. Yeah. I don't know. Man, this coffee's busting. Saitama, the next Bitcoin, get out of here. Yeah, Austin outkicked his coverage big times. I kind of want to make a roast video on these people saying Terra Luna Classic is going to reach $1. I'm not. It's like it's not impossible, guys. And I talked about it in some of my videos. It's not impossible. Man, it's so unlikely, you know? Yeah, Slacker. You're probably right, Slacker. True. Yeah, probably true. Yeah. It's that soup and chili season now. Yeah, I have the sniffles, if you guys can tell, man. Daniel says, I laugh at the people covering Luna Classic now. Where was everyone when they rugged and the community was supporting Luna Classic? I can count on one hand how many people were covering them. I mean, I was covering them when they rugged. I mean, my most viewed video is a Terra Luna Classic video, how to bridge your Terra Luna from the Ethereum blockchain. So the Shiba game was a hit and miss. I mean, it's a game, which is good. The graphics are something. If I had really been emotionally invested, though, I've still been disappointed. I mean, Shiba Inu has been a lot of disappointment, to be honest. My opinion. Hey, Funny, how much Luna Classic do I need to buy Twitter from Elon Musk? $20, bro. That's it. Yeah, we were. Yeah, I was talking about it. Yeah. But as more and more news came out, because I was in the camp of, dude, Terra Luna Classic, they need Do Kwon. Because remember, CZ didn't want Do Kwon. CZ didn't want Do Kwon to leave Terra Luna. He didn't want Do Kwon to make it Terra Luna 2.0. He actually called him like dumb. But it's like, you know, it's like he did it anyways. So CZ wasn't happy, and it, you know, Binance has a special interest because they own a lot of Terra Luna, and they feel like they probably let a lot of their customers down when Terra Luna crashed. So that's a big deal, right? That's a big deal. And I was like, dude, why are you building another blockchain? Like, keep the old blockchain. And what was shady to me is that the preliminary vote, people voted heavily in favor of not making a new blockchain and staying with Terra Luna Classic. But when the actual vote came out, which was a DAO, right? A DAO vote, a proposal, a lot of people voted for the new blockchain, which to me was suspicious. So, you know, and keep in mind, the old blockchain, the reason why it was so popular was because of UST and the algorithmic stablecoin. That's why it was so popular. And they don't have that anymore. And they won't have that again. I saw a proposal. You can go check out in this guy's Twitter. So first of all, I want to say that I think this guy has good intentions, Edward Kim. I think he has good intentions, right? I think he's a smart guy. But this proposal to repeg it, they want to create a new freaking algorithmic stablecoin called USTN. Algorithmic stablecoins, where we know that they're proven that maybe they work for a while, but if this disaster can happen, and it turns out they're only backed by cryptocurrency, not real assets. Well, if the market dumps and the assets they're backed by dumps, it's like, where's the safety in algorithmic stablecoin? This is why we need stablecoins that are backed by assets like USDC or Tether, right? That are backed by real world things, like real dollars or things that are equivalent, right? So, and that have audits regularly. So we can prove that if something bad happens, we can go back, right? And we can see exactly what was backing, what is backing these stable coins. So the investor, when they're putting money in stable coins, they have peace of mind knowing that it's not going to turn into 3 cents one day. You know, people give UST and Terra Luna too much credit. This thing is worth 3 cents now. You have freaking clowns on here telling people they're going to repeg this to $1. Imagine if you put $100,000 into Terra UST because it's a stable coin and you trust it, and you put it away and you come back the next day and it's worth 30 cents or 3 cents because there's been no audits, no regulation, nothing. There goes your money, not protected. This is an algorithmic stable coins. They don't work. Terra Luna was Do Kwon's second failed project. Not the first, second. He was a part of another one that failed. This is his second one. Why are we having proposals for a second or third algorithmic stablecoin involving Terra Luna? No. We want stablecoins backed by assets. That makes sense, right? Right. So if you, the person in the chat, everybody, Doobie, Andy, Darth Diablo, what's up, baby? Matt, Jayhawk, Richard, Bree, if you want to say, hey, I have $1,000 of my hard-earned money that I took off my exchange, I'm going to put it in USDC. Hey, I know that every month or every quarter, a group of people dressed in suits, if you work in the corporate world, you know what I'm talking about, they come into your corporation and they say, okay, show me exactly, right? You're saying the market cap of USDC is $46 billion. Okay, show me exactly which assets are being backed by that. And then you can say, oh, okay, well, 46 billion, 20 billion is, or 30 billion is in cash. We have, 10 billion in this, and then, 6 billion in this, right? You want that kind of insurance on your money. You don't want more algorithmic stablecoins because maybe they work for a while, but it's shown that they can be broken. So to me, this is stupid and it's disorganized, right? It's disorganized and it makes no sense. So the fact that this is even a proposal makes you want to fight somebody. It does. It makes you want to fight someone. Now, I'm like, are we stupid here? Did we lose our minds? And if you look at all these proposals, it's just disorganized. And literally, when you go to some of these people's pages and they talk about these, the Terra Luna getting back to $1, they're burns. It could happen. It's not impossible. Burns. Trust me, bro. This is how it can happen. It's so stupid. And you have people coming to these videos and they bought a $20 worth of Terra Luna Classic and they think they're going to be millionaires. It's stupid. Like, be honest. You don't have to lie. Just be honest. Right? Just be honest. So crazy. What's up, Darth Diablo? You missed a lot. Chrissy says, my profits are turned into real Benjamins. Absolutely. Chris E, you guys know I am down bad from taking, money and promotions for Ethereum. I used to get a bunch of Ethereum because I wanted to invest into ETH. I mean, I'm hodling, but I'm down bad. I should have took it in dollars. Right? I trust the dollar. This is why the DXY is so important. If you guys don't know, so we go to TradingView, right? It's pretty much the dollar. It's the dollar, right? One of the most important charts here is the DXY, right? The dollar currency index. And when this goes up, everything else goes down, right? That's the way it is, right? People don't like the strength of the dollar. Although this is a good thing if you're an American, right? Inflation's high here, but it's bad in other parts of the world too. The dollar is strong right now. People say, cryptocurrency is a hedge against inflation, but what's the time frame? If the time frame is a year, no, it's not. Yeah, inflation's 8.1 or 4 or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but how bad is crypto down from 1 year ago? Let's go to Bitcoin, right? Let's do 1 year. Right? Yeah. If you invested $10,000, right, into the dollar this time last year, you would have whatever 8% of the inflation is from that. Whatever. I'm not a math guy. If you invested $10,000 to Bitcoin 1 year ago, well, it'd be down more than half. So it depends what your time frame is when you talk about a hedge against inflation. Over the last 10 years, yes. The last year, nah. So, and the reason why a lot of people are putting their money into dollars instead of actual stable coins is because you don't know what could happen. Like, I remember a couple months ago, there was this rumor about Tether apparently depegging, and it was right. What was the story? Let's go to the story. The story, like Tether backed Chinese paper. I think it's hilarious. So Tether, so apparently people were starting rumors that Tether, right, the stablecoin, which is backed by assets, a lot of it was backed by Chinese paper. that was one of their assets, and they're saying that's a lie. But that freaked out a lot of people. If you go to Tether and you go back like a year, you can see that the price. Let's go all time. The price for a little bit, got down to like 98 cents or 97 cents. Like, that's scary. I know that's still close to $1, but that's still scary, right? Like, you're like, uh-oh, you don't want that to happen. Even the slightest moves, like anything that's not like 0.9999998 or something like that, that is scary, right? Because you see like USDC coin is like, 0.949, which is fine. But if you see like 98 or 97, or shout out to Terra, right? Terra or UST, which is 3 cents, it freaks you out, right? It freaks you out. Crypto Shop says USDC is the way, and yet another reason why Swing DAO will be tied to USDC and not ETH for liquidity stream. That's important. Yeah, USDC has the harshest regulations, right? I love USDC. I use Coinbase. You can keep it in cash, or you can use USDC. So I'm fine with USDC. Market crashing again. What's up, Udi? How are your longs going, Udi? I know you were longing Bitcoin Cash. What's up? Bernie says you're getting arrested. Next sus ass. What's up, Bernie? How you doing, baby? Duncan said I had 7 figures last bull run and lost 80% of it. I have 250K in USD I made from last bull run. No job, 4K monthly expenses. I'm 24. Is this enough to make it in crypto? Duncan, absolutely. Dude, if you're buying this dip too, 80% of it, I have 250K USD I made from last bull run. No job. It's your money. Do what you want. Diversify always. But man, stocks and cryptos and everything's look a little juicy right now. Look up Suka token. Let's check it. Suka. Are they on CoinMarketCap? See, SUK. Shit, there's so many Sukas. Baby Suka, Shiba Suka, Dawagan, Baby Suka. Dude, you're killing it, Duncan. Dude, 250K, trust me. What was that thing we read? How many American? What is it? Income 250K paycheck to paycheck. 20% of people earning 250K a year live paycheck to paycheck. A salary of $250,000. 20% of those people are living paycheck to paycheck. Which means they are one paycheck away from having debt collectors knock. Obviously, it takes time, but you know what I mean. Like they're one catastrophe away from everything shit hitting the fan. So the fact that you've made that, you have that, you're ahead of a lot of people. So be grateful, Duncan. You're 24 years old. Don't blow it all on drugs and partying and stuff like that. Slippery slope. Slippery slope. DubiTube says, okay, if you buy ETH, there's a chance you make gains and a chance you make a loss. If you buy a stablecoin at $1, there is no chance you making gains, but apparently you can still make losses. Yeah, it depends, DubiTube, right? Because some stablecoins are safer than others. And of course, it moves with a dollar. So you have to count for inflation. And what is healthy inflation is what, like 2% or something like that? Anybody know what healthy inflation is a year? Like 2%, 2.5%, something like that? So yeah. Tether backed by Evergrande? Dude, that was a catastrophe. China has problems too, right? Scotty says Tether mints tokens out of thin air to keep the price stable. I hope they mint tokens when they get, found $1. Mint another token. USDC and BUSD will be the winners of the long run. I love everything involved with Binance. It's my opinion. I love everything involved with Binance. The first one, let me see. Oh, yeah, it looks good. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It just launched a little while ago. Wow. Okay. Nice. Damn. Already $100 million market cap. That's crazy. Okay. Do you think the demand for NFTs will return? Yes. But we saw some pretty big sales of some CryptoPunk NFTs for like $4 million. There was one for like $4 million. There was one for another couple million about a few weeks ago. But I think the real power in NFTs is true ownership. Tickets to events, deeds, titles, those things, right? Getting rid of the paperwork, the intermediaries, all that stuff to show true ownership. I think that's the real power of NFTs. But I still think there's going to be room for like metaverse things, like houses and in-game assets and things like that that'll be interchangeable between like different metaverses on the same blockchain. So I think that NFTs, the demand for NFTs will return, but in a different way. I still think we'll get the JPEGs and stuff like that, but I don't think it's going to be as crazy as it was where someone bought a picture of a rock for like $600 million or something crazy, or Snoop Dogg bought a yacht in the metaverse for like $600,000 or something like that. I don't think it'll be like that, but who knows? Okay, yeah, 2% is normal. Okay, DB2, yeah, something like that, right? Duncan says it feels do or die with the impending regulations as well. I know it's a sizable chunk, but I hope it's enough to make it before all goes south. Well, Duncan, diversify if you're worried. I mean, maybe you don't have to go all in on crypto. Maybe of the 250K, maybe 50K or 100K is in crypto, and the other 150K is in traditional stocks or traditional index funds. Maybe you can hop over to a crypto shop and he can help you out a little more with that. When it comes to investing in regular stocks, guys, I'm pretty boring. I just, do the couple or 10, 15% a month into some index funds, maybe some tech stocks that are down right now. Yeah. If you make 250K living paycheck to paycheck, then you need a financial advisor. Guys, I'm telling you, so many people, like I even suffer with it every day. Like, I want like a new car and I want like all these new things. Like I have friends that are like, we probably are close to the same when it comes to net worth, but these guys have so much like jewelry and nice clothes and all these sorts of things. And I feel like and I have friends who are like, they have those things and have insane money. Like I have a friend who owns a tech company. Let's just say I have some friends who make some money. Like, dude, they make some money. But I also have friends who like don't make that much money, but have all these nice things. And they're like one disaster away from like, because we want to keep up with the Joneses. And I get that urge too. Like I want a new car. Like I've been bitching about getting like a new car for like a year and I still haven't got it. I drive the same 2015 car with a dent in it because it's reliable, right? But people want to keep up with the Joneses. I get it, So even if they have 250K, they still find a way to spend it. You could still spend all that money. People say, "Oh, if I made that much money, I can't." But there's ways, right? Gambling, going out, different expenses. Like my biggest crutch right now is Postmates. I order way too much Postmates and it's expensive. Like a meal that costs like $15 if you go in and buy it is like $30 or $40 if you order it, So people can spend money. So, Rodney, what do you think about dividends for the purpose of income or supplemental income? Obviously, the money it takes to get there is insane. But, well, yeah, I mean, if you're living on dividends, obviously you need a substantial amount of stocks that pay you dividends. But, yeah, I mean, you could do that. I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that talk about, living off dividends or making dividends part of their income a month. Yeah, you could do it, but it's not like you can have, $50,000 and some dividend paying stocks and be okay. You have to have like hundreds of thousands of dollars for a decent income, right? But there are still cryptocurrency projects and protocols and exchanges that offer insane APY. And when I mean insane, I'm talking about like, 2 to 8% APY when you put away, money like USDC or like ETH or something like that. Like to be an ETH validator, right? To stake your ETH, don't you make like 6 to 8% a year? You're not going to get that in the bank. Like you can still make money that way. There's still a lot of ways for you to make money. Chris E says, remember taxes? You don't want to be ransacked at 4 a.m. in the morning by the IRS. No. But usually what happens is they'll wait a few years and send you a letter and say, here's you're being audited, CryptoShop says, couldn't agree more. The power of NFTs is in valuing it as property assets you can trade for other assets. 100%. Baseball playoffs starting in a couple. Dude, I'm so behind on baseball. Roddy, stop sending me feet pics on WhatsApp, bro. Your toes are dry as fuck. Absolutely not. And who else puts lotion? I mean, isn't it weird to put lotion on your feet? That's weird. It's all BS, man. Russ is sus AF. Yeah, I think it's BS. Thank you, sir, for all you do. Keep it up. What do you think about real life property tokens, i.e., land share, among others? Well, 250K, you need a new wife. That's hilarious. There are no feet pics. Okay, you little weirdos. Land share, I don't know, but maybe that's similar to, because MetaMonkey AI, what they want to do is they want to make it like a virtual play. Say, for example, like you're in a metaverse, you buy something in the metaverse that when you buy that, say if you buy like shoes in the metaverse, that makes an NFT, and then that NFT is used to show ownership when it's brought to your. It's like a receipt, kind of, right? Daniel says, "I'm with you, Rodney. I'm not buying anything now unless I need it. I am holding onto all the extra I have. This economy can tank in a minute. Yeah, 100%." Peter says, "Oh my God, Sam, I need to delete the DoorDash app now." Yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to that, Peter. I'm terrible. Biz says, "Rodney, the only consumer thing I would say is okay is to buy a Rolex or something." Yeah, I mean, we saw that watches really retain their value, right? Or good cars. Good cars retain their value, right? If you take care of them. 100%. 100%, Biz. Dude, watches have been making people money forever, right? I'm not balling like that yet, though, you know? So maybe I could get a Rolex, but I'm not, dude. What I've noticed is that, like, I'm not fancy. Like, I am not fancy. I am not. I am just like a shorts, a tank top wearing guy. If my income is billions of dollars, I'm going to be the same looking guy. Sam Bankman-Fried interview. You know, I'm going to be this. Obviously, I'm nowhere near this guy's greatness, but look at this guy. Look at that guy. You know, do me a favor, hit the like button right now. Hit the like button. Look at this guy. That's the kind of vibe I'm giving off, you know? Except, you know, be in shape. I think there's no excuse not to be in shape, but I don't wear jewelry. I don't think I ever will. I mean, I have like one gold chain that's not on right now, but like I thought about getting a bust down, and you know, I'm just not, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Uber Eats is expensive, 100%. Let's say you put $1 million in the bank. What's the average interest you'd get in return each year in the bank? Well, isn't it like? Can we just Google that, right? So best bank interest return. Sorry, I misspelled the shit out of that. What is it like? Like terrible. It's like. Oh, okay. It looks like there's some minimum. So they have some 2%, and yeah, I can't imagine it's going to be best savings accounts October. So this one says 2.4% APY, which is like chump change compared to, like, compared to other, crypto protocols. But I mean, 2% is not bad, but still, I mean, if you're an ETH validator, you're getting 6 to 8%. So that's obviously way more, right? And it compounds, right? This says, I have built a dividend portfolio for 15 years. Get started ASAP. In the future, you will be amazed how much your account is worth. Enroll and drip and let it sit. Yeah, I still have a lot of work to go. I have years before I become like satisfied. Years and years and years and years. Yeah, I mean, if you get in crypto early, like now, basically staking your crypto, it's better than dividend stock. Exactly. It's just that crypto's so new. It's scary, right? It's scary. It's so new and scary right now. People are just a little, about it. Dividend stocks are usually non-performers unless you are around retirement age. Growth stocks are great for young people. If you can find great growth stocks with dividends, go for it. Nice. Slim says, hey, Fuddy, do you think Saitama won most transparent because it's so transparent that they're ripping everybody off? They won again. That's crazy, right? Jordans retain value too. Just don't wear them. Instead of getting a new phone every year, I don't get a new phone every year. I literally get like I get a phone with mine, like other phones, like on the verge of like being like irrelevant. He giving little dick energy. This man got more money than everybody in this chat combined times 5. Unless we have some billionaires watching. You see this guy's Honda? His Honda too. Look at this guy. Cause you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. Cause you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. SPF over here slaying, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't know why YouTube does not work on my computer. I don't know what's going on. YouTube just does not like my computer. I don't know what's going on, but stake it on ETH. $1 million will get you like 40, 50. That's nice, right? Yeah, I think he's on a Toyota Life though. Dude, come on. Why is my fucking internet just... It's not even my internet.
Let's talk about what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried. In just the past 5 years, Sam
sometimes sleeps under his desk on a beanbag chair as well. I sat down with Bankman-Fried outside of FTX's headquarters to talk about his role as the industry's lender of last resort.
So of course we know that we know that FTX and Binance are kind of like the Federal Reserve of crypto. And when everything started crashing, they were really trying to help a lot of projects out. They were trying to bail a lot of projects out. And it worked but for some of them, but a lot of them it didn't. It was kind of wasted money. So I don't know if you guys have seen this interview. It's a really, really nice, like 25-minute interview. This is a short version of it. Here it is. It's called Crypto's White Knight. But it shows his car and everything. Where's it at? But really cool, down-to-earth guy. Really has something to prove. I wish I had this type A personality. I have I think I have a lowercase type A personality, but I wish I was more hell-bent on success. I am, but I'm not as crazy as some of these guys. It's a gene. You're either born with it or you're not, right? You can't, replicate personality traits as much as you think they can. Some of this stuff is just built into our DNA, And unfortunately, I don't have the same DNA as this guy, which I did, but, I don't know why.
Yeah, and ideally, in the end, what you want from a trader's perspective.
First of all, this is my future wife right here. She doesn't know it yet, but give me a second. Where's his car? They show his car. I want to see his car. I watched this at the airport the other day. I'm so intrigued. If you guys haven't watched an interview with if you guys haven't watched this interview or interview with CZ, or now Friday, the interview for the Coinbase founder, Brian Armstrong, you guys gotta catch up on those. They're very, very good interviews. Gives you the insight to like what these guys are trying to do. And this really puts a lot of, to me, a lot of faith into FTX.
Vegan, fidget spinning crypto billionaire who occasionally sleeps on a beanbag chair. During the so-called crypto winter, the 30-year-old CEO has been referred to as crypto's white knight, offering multiple loans for hundreds of millions of dollars to backstop struggling companies as the plummeting prices of digital currencies destabilize the market. You said FTX has a responsibility to seriously consider stepping in at the time to save companies.
Yeah, so we know Binance and FTX stepped in and saved a lot of crypto, tried to help a lot of cryptocurrency companies. They gave out billions of dollars to save some of these people. All right. Oh, I thought, yeah, he has a Toyota. I like H-Bar. I think products like that are going to be great. What's up, Lively? How you doing, baby? What's up, baby? It's good to see you, Teddy. This racket, the sushi was exquisite. Exquisite. I don't know if you guys saw last night, but I made sushi. Hold on, let me just go to my Instagram real quick. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, links to my Instagram are in the description down below. Give me a follow. But I made some, made some sushi last night. Not the best looking sushi, but not bad, right? Check it out. Made some sushi last night. Sheesh. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I had to do the sushi rice over though. I had to redo the sushi rice. Biz is not like SBF. Biz, they got Voyager. They're going to be paying people 70% of the things they lost though in there. That's going to be good, Biz, right? So that's good though, right? Biz does not like SBF. I know, Fan, I didn't do a video though. Fan, when I make cooking videos, those videos they get comments and views to this day, like every day. It's insane. Like, how do you find a notification? No, this was for two people. This is for two people. Seiko, true. Biz, do you think that Voyager could have been able to do anything better without SBF buying it, though? What do you think? What do you think? I don't know. I don't know about that. I know I need to do more vids. I'm trying to figure out what works. I'm trying Twitch streaming. I don't know what works, right? I'm trying to figure out what works, right? what other avenues there are for streaming and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I need to stick to something. I just don't know. I know crypto is the one that I like to do. Should I put all my eggs in one basket? I just don't know. Diamond Forever says, so you're the big fudder? Sure. I guess if you think the truth is fudding, then sure. This says 70% of what we had at the bottom. Hold on, let's see this. At the bottom of the market, the date they chose to value our assets was literally the bottom. SBF, yeah, probably Biz. Damn. Okay, I didn't know about that. Salmonella filled sushi. I hope everyone died from stomach issues last night at Rodney's house. Well, it was only 2 people, but no, everyone was good. Fresh fish is fine if you just take care of it the right way, right? Oh yeah, so shout out to Teddy had a baby. Thoughts on Locker token? I don't know much about it. I think Classic Crypto did a video on it, right? I could take it off my profile and keep it in the. I could do that. Really? But also, ASMR fan, to be honest, I don't want to be one of those guys that's always like, oh, here's a new video, repost it for me. I just feel bad. I feel like that's I feel like I'm you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just oh, post my video. I didn't want to be a bugaboo. That's one of the probably biggest reasons why I haven't posted. It feels weird. You know what I mean? It feels weird, But if you're offering, maybe I know you don't care. If you guys don't know, ASMR fan has 600,000 followers on Twitter or on Instagram, which is kind of nuts. But Crypto Shop says, what is happening here while I'm on the phone? What do you mean, Crypto Shop? Yeah, but hello, user connect. You're right, ASMR fan. Okay. All right. More cooking vids. I want to do one for Kodiak pancakes. Because Kodiak, they actually DM'd me when I posted about it. They were like, hey, nice video or something like that. So you're muted, but why am I reading about a shower stream in chat? Wait, what? Bernie's just saying things. Roddy, you should change your profile pic to feet pics. All right, fan. All right. You said it. Bro, I can FedEx you some tuna. Can you really, Sacco? How? Like in a cooler, right? Dude, I can't with Bernie's trolling. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here for the day. I know. I'm just trying to see what sticks, guys. I'm trying to see what sticks, All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. This is pretty funny. It says, Sam Bankman-Fried made the second biggest donation to the current administration. I think cryptocurrency has a positive future. You might be right. Guys, we'll be back at 5:45 p.m. today, Pacific Standard Time. So come hang out with us tonight, okay? Stake this. Thank you so much. I will stake that. Thank you so much, Jayhawk. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate you guys. Hopefully I caught you guys up on all the news. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.